started to get freaked out.
Yeah,
I started looking
too.
out the windows and I started kind of freaking out. Like,
yeah, same. I started to panic.
I was like,
Yeah, I'm so glad that we shifted gears completely.
I started hearing things in the mics. I was like, I can't tell if it's like the table.
Shut up.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers. Sing it. Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Yeah.
Welcome to my Leftovers podcast.
This is Alex.
And welcome to NPR Live.
NPR?
Well, that's what they sound like.
Who's NPR?
You've never heard of NPR?
No.
Well, let me tell you all about them.
Okay.
They sound like this.
Okay.
And they talk real quiet. And then no one listens to them anymore because they're on AM radio.
AM radio?
AM radio.
Is that even a thing anymore?
I don't know, but you sound like you're mimicking me.
I am mimicking you.
And that's the topics episode.
Today we are talking about mimics.
Mimics.
If you've ever heard of them, you're probably already dead.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That freaked me out a little bit.
I don't like that your door is kind of open. It kind of freaks me out right now.
Like there's a mimic picking out.
Yeah. I don't like that.
I didn't know it was real me.
Dude, my girlfriend does it to me all the time.
Shut the fuck
Anytime I pick, not anytime, but like sometimes when I pick her up, she likes to pretend that it's not the real her, and it scares me. And she knows it scares me.
That's actually really funny. That's really good.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't like this. I never like this.
I'm going to text your girlfriend some tips on how to fuck with you even better.
No, dude, she doesn't need more tips. She's so good at it.
I'm going to tell her, hey, next time you guys go out, eat with your left hand.
No.
And it'd be like, I've always done this, Alex.
What if I like don't pay attention and she'll be all like, wow, so you haven't even like paid attention that I'm using my left? You don't notice things. And I'm just like, no.
I caused a fight between you two because I wanted to prank you hard. Speaking of, I am planning on pranking you at some point this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I just feel like...
In real life or on pod?
No, real life. Just feel like we're missing a spark. I just want one day you come in here and be like, hey, dude, there was fucking bees in my car. You know?
Oh, no, don't fuck with bees.
Not that far.
I one time saw like this video on TikTok that like this guy, he put a bunch of cockroaches in his friend's car. And just like, it was like boxes and boxes of them.
Up.
And I'm like, where'd you get boxes and boxes of them?
That's not a prank.
It's not a prank. That's just a hate crime or something.
That's an assault.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like put a gay bumper sticker on your car or something that says like, I'm gay.
Why is that funny?
It's not. But yours would say like, I'm the deep throat king.
And that's okay. If I wanted to be that, I could be that.
Yeah, but it's all fun and games until you get fired from work because like, Alex, what the fuck's up with your car?
Well, I would be like, well, I don't work for my car, sir.
Okay, if I actually pranked you with a bumper sticker that was inflammatory like that, and you got called into HR like, hey, dude, you can't do this.
Yeah.
What would you actually do?
I'd be like, hate crime. That's a hate crime. And then I sue. You won me $25 million.
How mad would you be at me compared to the company for getting mad at you?
I would be stoked in both senses because I would come out with $25 million in the lawsuit.
I'd get a pretty hateful text, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but then I'd be living it up with my $25 million and I'd be like, now my existence is just all that I need to get back at you.
That is true.
Yeah.
You would never have to prank me back because that was enough.
Yeah, because I'm all the way up here now.
Speaking of weird things here and there,
yeah.
So Alex brought up a good point today. We were going to talk about some BS here and there, but you know what? We want to give you guys something good.
Yeah.
And Alex freaked me out by talking about this, so I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
Mimics. Have you guys ever heard of these, like, what would you call them? Cryptids?
I don't even know if it, yeah, kind of. It's like a spirit.
Oh, no. That's even worse.
I'm pretty sure it's a spirit.
Like a demon.
Yeah, it's like something that lives in like your house or whatever, and then like it'll like try to like act like it's you or like somebody in your family when they're out.
So the first time I heard about mimics was actually from TikTok, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But it was from some people who specifically were recording inside their house when they were alone, and they would hear their parents' voice.
Yeah, calling them.
And they knew that they were not home.
Yeah.
And they would be like, no, I'm not going out there. No, you're not home.
Yeah.
You just said whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the creepiest part of it is they respond in a weird way that's like almost like they understand you, but they don't at the same time.
I'm getting so many chills.
Yeah, I get like they even lack some emotional tones.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh God.
Like from what I've seen, like sometimes there'll be like one person or whatever, and it'll just be like calling your name. Like say for example, it's like James, and then it's just like, wait, but like you're not supposed to be there. Like you said that you were gonna be out, and it's like no, I'm in here. open the door. And it's like, oh, I'm getting chills. And it's like, no, I don't think you're real. And it's like, no, open the door. And then like sometimes it gets to the point where like you keep saying no, and then like at some point it'll like shift and it'll be like, open the door, and it'll just get like really like scary sounding.
I'm so glad we don't live together.
Yeah.
Because not only am I terrified of you bringing bad omens to my life.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Also, because if I'm ever in a dangerous situation, I already know the fact that the first thing you would be like, oh my God, it's a mimic. It's a mimic. and I'm like, oh God, I'm getting robbed. I'm getting robbed out here.
I would make it worse.
And you're like, I get open the door. I get open the door. I don't know who you are. Say your real name. I said it. It's James. No. You're saying it weird. You're saying it kind of weird. I don't think it's really you. I'm like, dude, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun is out. Nothing bad happens at 5 o'clock. Please open the. I'm shot.
You're right. I'd be paranoid sometimes.
The worst part is, you would forget that I'm out there.
Yeah.
You would forget, and you would call me and be like, hey, dude, don't come home. It's getting real weird out here. I'm like, and I got to tell you, like, no, dude, it's me. It's like, oh, they got his phone.
And I'll be like, dude, you need to come home with the priest because it's getting really, really scary out here. No, but like these stories are so freaky to me because it's like, what's worse is like, I guess the second you even like answer them, it gets bad.
That's what I've heard too, that if you acknowledge the mimics, that's when you kind of invite them in. It's almost like spirits.
Yeah.
Where if you acknowledge them, you're inviting the presence in more into your life.
It's almost like a vampire where like if they're like the way that you let a vampire in is like you have to say that they can come in, right? Like that's kind of like their whole thing.
That's their whole spiel. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that mimics work like in the exact same way where it's like the second that you say anything to them, that's their invite in. Wow. So it's almost like so it's like weird. It's like there's like a portal in your own house. Right.
But like they're also free to like move on to the next house.
Yeah, if you don't respond.
Until they find a person.
But then it's like they're already in.
So here's the thing that actually freaks me out about mimics the most. Most people report them saying that they're calling out their name.
Yeah.
Like they're saying like Alex, whatever, right?
Stop.
The freakiest part isn't that. It's that in Mexican folklore, it's a thing that you hear your name being called randomly.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to be a mimic. It's supposed to be your guardian angel.
Oh.
So at least in our folklore from our family.
Yeah.
It's like, it's your guardian angel calling out, and it's just kind of like reminding you that they're there.
Is that true?
I don't know if either answer is true, Alex. I don't know that mimics or guardian angels exist.
I don't know why, but I feel like when it comes to mimics in the Hispanic culture, I don't know why, but I think I've heard this before. Like, it's almost like Hispanics kind of invented a lot of like these really creepy things.
Yeah.
Or at least probably to me, just because I've heard it as a kid from Hispanics and stuff. So that's probably like the first time I've ever actually heard it. But I don't know. I always think I've heard of like these stories from Hispanic people talking about how like they're always scary. Like you're not supposed to talk to them. I've never heard like this different version of like a guardian angel.
Yeah, that's the one I've heard anyways. That's what my mom used to say, because there were so many times when I've gone upstairs and I've talked to my mom like, do you need something? What do you want?
Yeah.
You know, like just tell her, put her in her place, you know?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. But I would go up there and I'd talk to her and she'd be like, I didn't call you. And I was like, oh weird. And she's like, what'd you hear? And I was like, I heard my name. And she's like, well, just your guardian angel, hopefully. Hopefully was the word that I was going to say, ignoring, but like, you know.
I was like, what if she was just trying to like make you feel okay?
You're really
You should ask her about this like sometime.
No, because all agree in this house, even though we don't really believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
We all have concurred that we do believe there is some kind of haunting here.
Oh, really?
We weirdly hear footsteps in this house.
Okay.
And you would think you're talking like...
Yeah.
Right? Like, it could be a hollow wall or something. You're like, it could just be a mouse.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the wood creaking into the floor.
Oh.
And like across the hallway when no one's home.
Yeah.
Or when we're all asleep.
Damn.
And we're not talking about like someone sneakily going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We're talking about someone like who's like, who doesn't give a fuck? It's like my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like that kind of idea.
I already don't like this topic being talked about now.
You picked the bad one. You picked the bad one.
I did pick a bad one. It's because like I wanted to talk about something that was really scary, and I think this scares the hell out of me.
Okay, off pod we talked about how this really relates to skinwalkers.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I know what you're saying. Earlier, Alex said that they're not the same, but they're really close. And the thing that I've noticed is, while mimics will mimic something, obviously,
Yeah.
in your home and try to get you to open the door or come somewhere.
Yeah.
Skinwalkers are weirdly like, you find them out in the open in these weird areas, or you hear them calling for help. They're also mimicking people or real things they hear so that you'll get closer and closer to them.
Yeah.
And then they'll shapeshift and all that stuff.
But those usually happen like in like the forest and stuff like that, right? Like
Exactly.
it's usually like in outdoor spaces.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's another video I saw where it was a guy who was walking through the forest and then he heard someone saying, it's just the thing that freaks me out about mimics and skinwalkers, they don't talk with human cadence. They don't talk like, help me, you know, they don't have emotion. They're just like, help me, help me, help me. And it's like almost like a robot, but you know it's coming from like a vocal cord.
AI. But it's almost like it's rehearsed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what freaks me out. And then you're just like, and then he's like, I did not believe in this, but I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And it's like, who do you report this to?
Yeah, because I've also seen some videos of this on TikTok where like some people will run into them like in the forest and stuff like that, and it gets weird because it's like suddenly everything in the forest goes silent. Like you would hear like wind chirping of some kind, you know, a cricket in the distance, and then all of a sudden everything goes quiet, and then like this thing will like just start talking to you, and it's just like, oh, why did everything else just go silent? It's almost like everything around it knows to like leave or just like hide.
It's like, yeah, it's a predator.
Yeah.
It's a predator. And clearly it owns that forest.
Or what if it's like taking you to its dimension?
Ooh, that's fucked. I am starting to slowly believe more and more that all the weird occurrences that we've had in this world come from a different dimension. Like everything from ghosts to aliens and cryptids, it's
To
all
bad
just
elections.
yeah, it's all due to bad elections. It's all from robbing the freaking elections every year.
No. I'm saying that like that's part of it. The elections, the bad elections is part of it. Yeah.
My bad. I was like, yeah, I guess so. Bad elections cause cryptids. Yeah. But I'm convinced now that the whole national park thing, that they're in weird areas and we don't touch them, is not because we want to preserve. It's because we want to keep away from those portals. You know, so
yeah,
I'm starting to think every cryptid is that. I'm starting to think dinosaurs are cryptids. No, just kidding.
There probably is somebody out there who thinks that.
Yeah, but they're wrong about that one.
Yeah, they're obviously from the other side of the ice wall.
It's literally people who think the Earth is a sphere.
A spear?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
a sphere.
Oh, sphere. Okay.
Sorry,
yeah.
I know I pronounced the P too hard.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, you pronounced the P in sphere? What the hell's your problem?
I'm just not convinced.
That it shouldn't be?
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
The same way I'm not convinced that the Earth is flat. I mean, fuck, sphere.
Yeah. Which I do have like this thing about like Antarctica. Like there's some over there.
Okay, thank you for bringing this up.
Yeah.
Everyone gets made fun of when they bring this up, and I know we sound complete like jackasses.
Yeah, of course.
No, there's something there, dude.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me right now there's nothing there.
Like, why is it that the government's just like, no, you can't go over here. It's unsafe. Since when do you care about my goddamn safety?
You let me die.
Yeah.
You would let me die if I couldn't afford a flu shot.
Exactly.
So why do you care now?
Yeah, like why are you preventing me from going on like a nice journey?
Wasn't there actual documents that during Nazi Germany they actually went to Antarctica?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do so many of these governments care about going to Antarctica? First of all, as a country power in war, what benefit do you get out of that?
Yeah, right.
Nothing. There's not even oil there.
Unless there is.
No.
There could be something there.
I mean, there could be, but you're talking about like, first of all, fracking oil as it is,
Yeah.
ridiculously hard in the water because you know the Gulf of Mexico they have like those frack zones, and that's where one of the worst oil spills ever was. You know, now imagine that in like sub-zero temperatures where the machines won't work unless they're like properly, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Wow. Do you think that like maybe like at some point they might start talking about that in the news? Because you know how they're always just like bringing up like some random things. Like they're like, okay, we're gonna release the alien files, like, and then everyone was just kind of like, we don't care. What if they actually say like, yeah, guys, there is an ice wall and there's another like whole globe on the other side?
Here's the thing, that I would love to believe because it's such a cool conspiracy.
Yeah.
Right? Would it fuck with my head? Because yes, it would. Because
Yeah.
it's like I've been on a plane, I didn't notice this stuff. You know?
Yeah, because it's like, then what's over there?
It's just that I feel like such an idiot for saying this. There are parts of the flat earth theory that actually make me question stuff.
Really?
Well, first of all, there is always that what if. It's like, I will never be outside the atmosphere to see the shape of the earth.
Yeah.
Which, and in all seriousness, I'm like 60% sure it's a sphere.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a sphere.
Yeah.
But like, what I don't know, and this is the truth, it's been proven that maps don't actually show you to scale how big each continent is or how
Yeah.
close they are.
Exactly.
And even with that, like the conversion rate of the measurement on the maps, it's wrong because it doesn't matter. The continents aren't the right size.
Yeah.
So the way I see it is I'm like, how wrong are we about the maps? How wrong
Yeah.
are we? Because like I'm sure our map shows North America on the left side, but like maybe you go to I don't know China and they're the ones on the left side, and
Yeah.
then you have the rest of the world. And I'm like, oh, how are they different? You know, all that
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, I do wonder how constructed all these like maps and geography stuff is, to the point where like we'll never actually be able to see how far apart a continent is, how close we are. Because isn't Alaska almost touching Russia?
It's like massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm like, okay, when it comes to the flat earth stuff, whatever, I don't believe in like the whole like flat thing. The only thing that I believe when it comes to like flat earth is that they believe very strongly in the ice wall, and that there's like another like civilization or whatever on the other side. That's the only aspect of that conspiracy I actually believe.
And it's also the coolest part of it.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous because when they start explaining how the moon rotates and the sun spins around, I'm like, it doesn't affect me. I can still leave like the country and go to another country and I'm
Yeah,
fine. Right. But like,
because it's like, even if like, okay, so I believe that the earth is like a sphere, right?
Right.
And let's say that it is. That doesn't still prove that there wouldn't be an ice wall and then something on the other side.
and it kind of goes back to what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the maps are, like,
Yeah.
they might be misconstrued. So like, we don't know exactly how big Antarctica actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
To some pictures, it looks ridiculously tiny. And then you find out it's just like a small island leading up to Antarctica.
Yeah.
Or like a chunk of ice, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how big is it? And two, why, again, like you bring up, why is it so heavily guarded?
Yeah, and then it's also who's making our maps. You know what I
Who's
mean?
exactly.
The same people that made our textbooks. We all found out who those people are, remember?
Yeah, Pfizer. Was it?
What? No, it was Epstein's family.
Was it really?
Ghislaine Maxwell, actually. Her dad.
Oh, her dad made it?
Yeah, her dad was like the one that like published all of them and stuff like that. And like he's responsible for everything that we've ever learned.
That's the craziest part. I'm noticing it now. History will never be accurately written down.
Nope.
Doesn't matter how much technology we have. It all depends on the writer's bias.
Yeah.
Writer's bias and also who's publishing stuff. And I'm now realizing, I'm like, oh my God, if we thought it was an issue back in the day when they couldn't physically write down everything that was happening,
Yeah.
imagine now
Yeah.
where you can completely hide facts.
They're doing that with everything that's happening in Gaza. They're doing it with what happened on January 6th. Like they're doing it now.
So you're telling me like our kids in the future will argue with us like January 6th was A-okay
Yeah.
or whatever, right?
So they're gonna be like, oh no, this was them trying to like stop something from happening in the government. What, I don't even know like what reasoning they had to
I
like
was
storm
gonna say
it.
the same thing. I don't actually understand it either.
Yeah, but I do know that like clearly it wasn't what they thought it was.
Well, the thing is too is like I've been seeing reports that went under the radar for a little bit. They're saying that like there were infiltrations into the January 6th stuff where it was like white supremacists actually got into it and helped break, like set up, like, how do you say it? Make the ball rolling of like, let's go break into the glass.
Really?
And stuff like that. And then, but it didn't get mainstream news, but it was under the radar, I'm saying, because it was on some news articles and
Yeah.
outlets, but it didn't get pushed, right? I don't know if it was white supremacists, but it was like basically a group that was kind of like pushing this over the edge is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, gotcha.
Which is a whole different thing too, because that has also been proven too that there are groups that go into protests to make them violent,
Yeah.
so that then they appear violent, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, and like even like during like that violence, I guess they like attacked a couple of cops and stuff, and now they're changing it so that there was no cops that got hurt, no cops got attacked, and it's like there's video proof of it happening.
You know what's also funny? No one talks about the girl who died.
Somebody died.
Yeah, you didn't know about this?
No.
I don't know if it's Secret Service who protects the Capitol.
Yeah.
But they shot through the window because they were at the door right where, you know, I don't know if you remember, but let's just say politicians. All the politicians were hiding in one main room.
Yeah.
And the guards were hiding in that main room with them. And once people started approaching that, I don't know what they said, but they said essentially like, get away. We will shoot or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of the girl got closer, and I think they were trying to break the glass. So they had to shoot. And then they shot the girl and she falls back. And everyone's like, oh my God. You know, it's like,
Wow.
she died.
Okay. Dang.
And I was like thinking about this whole time. I was like, wow, they're really gun ho about all this stuff. But then they saw the consequence of their actions and they're like, oh God, we fucked up, you know?
I don't know if they would say that they fucked up because, you know, like if a bunch of people are storming a thing, you kind of have to like fight back.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in the moment, no, I'm saying like the people who are storming, they're the ones saying like we fucked up. But
Oh,
it's crazy
yeah.
because it's so interesting to see. It's gonna be a fucked up thought. It's interesting to see the way people will constantly push forward on stuff when they don't think a consequence will affect them. When they really think that they have like they're above the law or they're above whatever. Once they see a real consequence, you see what kind of a person they are, and all those people kind of like, well, obviously it's a gun and someone is dying in front of you. You're gonna freak out. But it's just interesting to see like the way people just break down when consequences are in their face. And I was just interested. I was like, to me, anyways, it almost looks like they had like this mantra in their head of like, we gotta go, you know, and then they got snapped out of it when
I was gonna
reality
say,
hit.
okay. I was gonna even say, is it kind of like a snap? Then everyone just like, wait, what are we doing?
Exactly.
Whoa.
That's what I was kind of like. That's why when I started seeing the headlines and rumors that like supposedly some other group got involved with the January 6th group, and then they all broke in, whatever. It kind of makes it more believable too, because I'm like, yeah, it almost does look like people were being pushed to do this, and once they saw like, oh my god, no one's gonna protect us, they were like snapped out of all of it.
It's also like herd mentality is like big, where like all of a sudden, if you're in like a really big crowd, it's very easy for things to go like crazy, and for you to kind of go along with it.
Do you really believe in herd mentality?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it like I mean I believe in it. Obviously, it's a real
Yeah.
thing. But do you think you could be brought in the herd? I guess.
I've seen it happen kind of like I'll do like these weird experiments or like whatever like throughout like my day just to kind of see like what things are like. I don't know.
You're doing the Pavlov. You know the Pavlov one?
Yeah,
You're doing
yeah.
that on your brother?
No. Like, say for example, I'm going to the store, right? Say I'm going to like Target.
Okay.
I pull into the parking lot and I see that for some reason, a lot of these cars are parked on the left side.
Okay.
And they're all lined up. But then for some reason on the right side, there's a lot of empty spaces.
Right.
And I'm like, why is it like this?
That's yeah.
Obviously they're not being filled up in that way. Like it's not a thing where like everybody on the right side all decided to leave at the exact same time. It's just that one person parked there, somebody else parked right by them, and then for some reason in our brains, you're like, okay, everyone's parking on this side, I'm going to join them.
Right.
It's like, why is that? And then I'll stop and be like, well, I'm going to park on the other side. But then there are some times when like I'm not that conscious and I'm like, I park in that same spot with everyone else. And then I'll get out and I'll be like, wait, why did I do that? Like, what is that? And I'm like, is that herd mentality? Like,
I think it's an
affecting me?
example of it at a really low level, but I think
Yeah.
that's a perfect example of it.
Yeah.
It also gives me two thoughts on that. The first one is that, and this is what I honestly believe, 99% of people in life are followers.
Yeah.
99% of people will always be not like, and we're not talking about like their job. We're just talking about like overall as a human being,
Yeah.
you are a follower rather than a leader, and that's okay, right? And the second thought I have on this one is what you just said, like the unconscious part of it.
Yeah.
Right. Unconsciously, I don't think we make the decision to be a leader or a follower. Right. Maybe, there is nurture and nature, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think most of that's already ingrained in you. And I think unconsciously, most people have already made that decision. I'm a follower, I'm a leader.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to break out of what you naturally is to you.
Yeah.
And
I think it's very hard if you're not conscious about it. Because then you're just like mindlessly doing it. But then like if you suddenly are like very aware of it, like I'm very aware of like those times where I'm just like, I don't know if like most people would think about this.
Right.
But like the fact that I'm like observing both sides, I'm like, oh, now I have like the opportunity to have choice.
Well, that's funny you bring that last statement up because I'm not a believer in chakra. I'm not a believer in crystals, and I'm not a believer in like the universe stuff. I don't believe in really anything. I'm a big proponent of that. Like if you want to do something, you do it because you made that decision, right? And now some people would call that manifesting or whatever. Lately, I don't know what's been going on with me. I don't know if it's like I'm jaded. But I've seen a lot of people who are highly successful on social media. And granted, like most of the people are like faking it to the gram. But there's also like a few people that I'm like, I actually respect this person or I value their opinion on certain matters. And we're not talking about like political stuff. We're talking about like just people who live in LA or people who live in like New York, but they're like
Doing their dreams or
They're
whatever.
doing their dreams. They're just really cool jobs.
Yeah.
And they're very much into like that life of like, you gotta put it out in the universe. You gotta put this. And I'm like, I hate that wording. Right. But I'm also like, a part of me goes like, if you're conscious enough in this life, this is gonna sound weird, but if you're conscious enough in this life to kind of realize like, this is bullshit, this is real, this is whatever, right?
Yeah.
A part of me starts to feel like you can bend reality
Yeah.
for yourself. And sometimes I think about, I'm like, I'm an introvert. I know I'm an introvert. I get social anxiety. I have all that issues. Sometimes I go to places with the intention of like, today I'm going to make a friend or I'm going to make an acquaintance because, like, you know, I brought it up. I don't have friends. I have many acquaintances, but I'm going to make an acquaintance today. I'll go out. I'll go to a store, and this freaked me out once because I went to Starbucks here, and on the way out of Starbucks, I had that mentality like I'm going to make an acquaintance today. As I'm coming out of the Starbucks, or sorry, as I'm going into the Starbucks, a guy walks by me. He's like, "Hey, man." And she's like, "Hey, nice shirt, whatever." I'm like, "Dang, compliment today." I'm like,
Yeah.
Interesting." And I'm like, "Wait, this is," and then he starts walking away, and I had a weird feeling, and I was like, something in my brain or body said, you need to talk to him. You need to complete this transaction to make an acquaintance. And I talked to him. I was like, "Hey, man, I really like that shirt." And then we started chatting it up.
Yeah.
And I was freaked out afterwards because I'm like, the mission wasn't successful 100%. I didn't get his number, and then, you know, we're not going on a date or anything.
Yeah. And it wasn't like from you starting it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I was like, it freaked me out how I put that out there, and I almost forced this person into my life.
Yeah.
And it started freaking me out because I'm just like, can you actually bend reality by changing your mindset?
Yeah, for sure.
But like to that extent where it attracts people to you. And I'm like, holy shit, am I starting to become one of those people who like believes into like the energies, into the universe stuff?
Like what you just kind of explained is the law of attraction.
But I'm attracted to everything.
Well, then everything will get attracted to you.
That's not true. I'm broke.
But that's just because you're ugly.
But that had nothing to do with it.
No, but like if you like stay like with that mindset of like at some point you will have cash or whatever, I think like it comes to you, especially because you're somebody that like will put in like the work and stuff.
I won't. Yeah, I mean, you know me. My motivation is literally like I'm gonna be better than you.
Yeah.
I need to. Or I'm gonna one up you or whatever. Like
I didn't know that.
That's my motivation.
Okay.
My motivation has always been envy.
Really? Wait,
No,
envy's the opposite.
My motivation has always been oh fuck.
Envy is like if somebody else has something that you don't have.
Oh. My
and you're like,
motivation's always
oh.
been I can do that better than you. If I see like a clip on social media and I see a really dope video, I'm
Yeah.
like, I can do that better.
Oh.
The reason why I sent our friend a Netflix style interview for his birthday,
Yeah.
was because I saw a guy who said it took him 3 days to make it, and I was like, I can make that in 12 hours.
Oh.
And I did it in like 12 hours. So
Yeah.
it was like, see, that's my motivation.
Yeah.
Right. But now but again, like it freaks me out because like what you're saying, like the law of attraction or in these things, I'm like, I don't believe in these things. But now I'm starting to like feel like weird because I'm like, things like that, that's one example. But like things like that shouldn't happen based on like my experiences in life. And now that, so it's like, it's become a thing now where I'm starting to believe more and more like your mindset change can really change the trajectory of your life.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I saw the trajectory of my life for a long time and I was like, I see where I'm going. And then when I started kind of changing my mindset like that, or like, I'm going to make acquaintances today, I'm going to do that. I weirdly started to see my trajectory in life go in like 10 different ways. And it freaked me out because I was like, oh, that's not stable anymore.
Yeah. It does shake things up more.
Yeah. I
Where,
was like yeah.
You could easily be caught up in like your regular everyday life and stuff like that. But like the second that you decide, like you become like the conscious thing or whatever, you decide that you're going to go out of your own way to do something different. Chances are it comes to you. I don't know. Like,
No, yeah.
yeah.
Well, it freaked me out because I also started feeling like I can see why people have mental breakdowns.
Oh, yeah.
Because that loss of feeling like I have any stability in the trajectory of my life also made me feel like, holy crap. Like I started feeling like I have 10 different lives I could live.
Yeah.
And I could choose to pick which one I want to jump into.
That's one of like the scariest things that I think about where like I do believe in God and stuff. And then it's like, I always have like this weird, like scary feeling that like once I get up there, he would be like, oh, it turns out that if you did this, you would have been like this instead. Or like if you did that, you would have ended up here. And I would have like, I could have done all of this stuff. And it's like, oh, like what if I don't do any of it? And then like I missed out on all of these opportunities, you know?
It turns out you were supposed to sing in the choir. If you didn't sing in the choir, you didn't get to come in.
Yeah.
it's like did the priest not tell you guys you're supposed to bring in fish?
Yeah.
You're supposed to bring me fish every
Yeah.
Sunday. Did
Yeah.
you not do that? Was the priest not clear? Kill all the newborns.
Oh, God.
He does it in the Bible. But like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think about the exact same thing you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm also laughing because I have a very interesting belief system.
Uh-huh.
And I used to say to people like, my God could kick your God's ass.
Oh, really?
Because I have a really, in my belief, it's like, I'm 100% a Catholic, because if I have to name it, it would be Catholicism. But I've always believed in my heart that if there is a God that created me or you and they have all this power, I also believe that they created me with knowing how I think and feel. And if I think that God would be as cool as I think he made me, then I think I can make jokes that no matter how much messed up they are or how funny or whatever, right? I think I'm doing the right thing.
That is actually a great way to like think about things, I think.
I don't think, and I guess that's also what makes me think like I can make as many mistakes in my life and it's fine.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, I think that every mistake I could have made, it was already foreseen coming. And it so
like you were supposed to make those mistakes.
right.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people who fear God or their belief. They have a lot of fear in their belief that they're like, I can't say this, I can't do this. And that, to be fair, and that's completely fine. I get it.
Yeah.
Right. But that's why I would say that joke of like, my God could kick your God's ass because it's like, my God lets me talk this way. My God lets me think this way.
And that's actually kind of like great because then it's like that means that you get to just be like your most authentic self, when a lot of people will be like, oh no, like I don't want to do this because I'm scared of this. I'm scared of that. Like I don't want to like appear like this, you know? They get so like caught up in like their own stuff. And I feel like I definitely have suffered through that too. So to hear like that other side of things makes me think like, oh, that's a possibility that I can just like go into as well, you know?
Yeah. And I welcome so many people to think like that. Like take that idea and run with it however you want.
Yeah.
Because I mean at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this right now. I mean it's Files episode.
Yeah.
Churches have been changing the way they accept people into their church.
What do you mean?
Based on numbers.
Oh.
Right? When the numbers go down, it's like, oh, homosexual people can get married now.
Oh, yeah, like they're more open to things.
Exactly. Or back in the day when we had segregation. Oh, now people of color can come into our church. All I'm saying is if your church can change its rules based on the season, then, you know, it's like, then clearly the rules aren't set in stone.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now if people hate the fact that I say this, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's your thoughts and belief. My thoughts and belief
Are better than yours.
yeah. Clearly, my God will kick your God's ass. And I dare you to challenge him. Or her.
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure.
And you're open to it.
I'm open to it because I'm challenged every day. And the only other person that challenges me every day is my freaking girlfriend.
There you go.
So clearly I can't tell who this is.
Yeah. But wow, we talked about a lot today. We started off with mimics and we ended up with God.
Can I tell you one honest thing?
Huh.
I'm so glad we got off mimics. I started to get freaked out.
Yeah,
I started
did
looking
too.
out the windows and I started kind of freaking out. Like,
Yeah, same. I started to panic.
I was like,
Yeah, I'm so glad that we shifted gears completely.
I started hearing things in the mics. I was like, I can't tell if it's like the
No, you
table.
didn't. Shut up.
Oh, let us know down below. Can your God kick my God's ass? Let us know down below. Do you have any stories of mimics? Because I do know someone who has a story of a mimic.
Oh, wow. We should have talked about that today.
I don't have their story.
Oh.
I'll get their story.
Please don't. I don't want to hear this anymore.
You will never hear about this again.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll left to be wondered actually, if this was really us talking to you.
No. It was. Don't fucking play with me. Because I'll be editing this and I'll be like, who is this?
I should have started the episode off all weird like.
No. I don't want to hear anymore.
My name is Alex.
No.
Well, follow us at LFTVRSPOD on TikTok and let us know down below. Is there anything that caught your eye? Do you believe in the ice wall? Because it's there. It's there.
it's
Asgard
there.
is there.
Exactly.
That's where Loki stays.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
Yeah.
He's got to be there.
He's got to be. And this has been Alex.
And this is the Leftovers podcast on the Leftovers Files.
Leftovers, 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 leftovers.
The fuck?
Okay.